Hello everyone. This tutorial is going to continue where the first one left off, and we're gonna do basic event listeners and yep. So let us make a package. It's gonna be called listeners. In there, we're gonna create a simple Java class. Let's call it chat message listener. Yep, implements listener, and the listener should be the bucket one, not the HTTP WebSocket one, but the bucket one. There we go. And there we're gonna do an event handler, and there we go. Yeah, already it autofilled it. That is amazing. So yeah, this is the okay. So this is what it usually would have been, but it says that it's deprecated. It doesn't say necessarily what we should do. So, you know what we're gonna do? Nothing. We're gonna continue using it. Okay. And what we should do is maybe every time somebody says um, his own name in the chat, we should swap it out with duck. Let's do that. So, if event dot get right. Okay. So this has already players. So let's say if message dot contains, and then we're gonna do event dot get player dot get name. That is basically gonna check if the message contains the name of the player, and if it does, we're gonna cancel the event. Or maybe it's better if we don't cancel it, but instead send the message, and then we do event dot get message dot replace event dot get name with duck. Sure. Let's restart the server. There we go. It started. So if it again, it should appear here. If it doesn't, we're just gonna do localhost and we're back. There we go. So once I do, okay. Of course, we forgot one thing. So this is a listener. We're supposed to register it. This dot get server. Okay, there we go. It immediately recognizes what I wanted. We're supposed to do get server and get plugin manager, register events. You initialize your event listener here, and then just tell it which plugin it's using, which is usually going to be this. If not, it could be basically something like this. You would usually do this. There you go. And then you would, instead of this, do instance or dot instance, which is a global. It could be mentioned from anywhere in the project, which would be good for later on. But yeah, so let's again reload the server. Okay, we forgot to import it here. Also, this is a brand new issue to me. It doesn't correctly underline stuff. I don't know what's with all of that. Okay, as you can see, it fixes itself, but it's not right. It's not right. Okay, localhost. So if we want to test hello, still works, of course. And if I do hello, my name is gonna be hello duck. Also, this is for only me. Right? Yeah, so we can see the original message, and if we had another player here, he wouldn't see hello duck, he would see hello and then my name, right? Why is that? Well, that is because in the event, we didn't replace it for everyone. Or sorry, actually, yeah, we did, but what else, what we could have done is canceled the event and done something like this, get recipients for each, right? And we could have sent each one a message, but at that point he wouldn't. So what the difference would be is he wouldn't be able to do this. He wouldn't be able to see if it's a modified message since it's a completely different message. So yeah. Although one problem would probably be if somebody is named Duck in game. Because if he was named Duck, this would get triggered every single time. And then we would probably have a loop, but whatever. And alright, this was just a good example on how to override an event, but let's do something a little bit more interesting. Let's do sort of a system for player joining and leaving and notifying people that he did that. So let's do player joined server listener. Of course, we're going to implement listener, the bucket one. Event handler, public void on player joined server. And the event for that is probably going to be player join event. Yep, event. Okay, so event dot join message. Nice. And we can immediately just component instead of join, we do text. We can do, let me see what would be interesting. Event dot get player get name, join the game, of course, and then on player left server listener, again implements listener. We would do something like on player left and then player quit event. There we go. Event set quit message. We would do component text. Sorry, component text goodbye, comma, event dot get player dot name plus left plus. Right. What is the issue? Set quit message is deprecated. So we should do just quit message. And there we go. It has already been fixed. So let's not forget about this time. We're supposed to implement these listeners. So what we can do is copy paste this a couple of times and do player joined and player left. Of course, import all of these automatically, right? We don't have to do that manually. And we rerun the server. We can rejoin the server, of course. Let's go. let's go. Hello, of course that works. Hello, my name, that also works, right? And let us, as you can see, join the game. That is custom, but let us leave. Okay, goodbye, left us. Right, so that is, in fact, right, that works. If I can join again, and it's gonna tell me join the game. It's not the usual text, and we know that by the usual text it would be usually yellow, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so that is it for this tutorial. Again, very simple tutorial, very simple things to do, I guess. It took me about 11 minutes to do. You guys could be able to do it in 15. If you guys have any trouble, any questions, if I missed something out that I could have done, please send a message or leave a comment, I guess. Yeah, in the description I will leave the, I guess, all of the possible events that we could have in the listeners, all of these ones. I will leave a site with the info for that in the description, and that is it for this tutorial. So if you didn't get to make a project and this is your first tutorial that you're watching, you should probably go watch the first episode where I introduce you to the whole paper thing. It is a simple introduction. It lasts about 5-6 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.